Brian Madeiros is a second generation Bermudian who has family around the world, and Bermuda is my home. And I love my community, I love my home, and I love what I do, which is real estate. I've been doing this now for about 30 years. And I started my career managing property and appraising property. And then I discovered there was so much more to it. And I literally worked in every single aspect of real estate, including land surveying, I might add, when I was younger. And I discovered I truly enjoy marketing homes and being somebody's advisor in what can be quite a complicated journey, selling a home. One of the things that I really enjoy about what I do is mentoring young people. I was young at some point and I had some great mentors. So if you ask me, Brian, what's one of your positive energy creators in terms of what I do every day, it's definitely mentoring people. And by that, I mean, there's both professional and personal growth. And if I have a legacy, I'd like to think that there'll be a number of young people who would say that I had a small piece of their success and I helped them create a career, not a job, a career in real estate. So that is one of my positive energy creators that actually keeps me going and gets me up in the morning. And I enjoy that tremendously. I think there would have been a variety of reasons that I eventually decided real estate was the industry that I wanted to spend the rest of my life in. And I think one of the main reasons is I am a problem solver. And with every real estate transaction one is involved with, there are, unfortunately or fortunately, it's part of the journey, a multitude of problems that you have to solve, which involve a multitude of stakeholders, other community members, other human beings. And I enjoy injecting myself in those problems and being a problem solver for people who are navigating what can be quite a challenging experience for them, either selling or buying a home in Bermuda. So I've grown up, and you learn through your family or your environment that one should give back to your community, especially when you've been given so much. And I spent 2 decades in a nonprofit, which was a capacity building organization. And I was pretty hands-on during those 20 years. And my focus was on families that were struggling and youth that really needed some assistance in terms of just engaging with the community. So over the 2 decades, some of the things that I've really enjoyed are some of the food programs which we've been involved with. And I have met so many community members that I never would have met had I not been involved in these community food programs. I've done them on my own with my family. It's been a great family experience as well. So I think if you were to ask me what one area, it would be helping families who require a bit of assistance and recognizing that as a community we should be reaching out to those families who are less fortunate, and just need some assistance. So for me, it's the basic necessity in life. One of them is having adequate food, and that's really important to myself and my family. So in all relationships one has, whether it's professional, friendship, or with family, it's really important for me to focus on how I show up in the relationship. And I want to be perceived as being supportive. I Every day we build personal brands. We all build a personal brand, and my friends would giggle if they heard me say this in the public domain, but we are responsible for the personal brand that we build every day in your family, your office environment, or with your friends. And it's really important to me that that brand reflects character and a lead by example. Nobody's perfect, but it's really all about how you show up in your environments. And that's really important to me. So typically, when I'm approached by somebody who asks me if I would like to assist them to sell their home, I explain, and this is very transactional, what we can do from a marketing perspective, what it is we do, the tools we use, what we have access to. But I also explain that what's incredibly important is we have to move from a transactional relationship very quickly to an authentic relationship. And in order to do that, we need to build trust. So one has to build a safe environment where you can be vulnerable and share. And as a successful listing agent, doing what I do for somebody who wishes to sell their home, I need to understand motivation. And unless you create a vulnerable situation, a safe place, and trust, you'll never understand what it is they really need to do and why. And that's the most important part of what I do. Because if I don't understand what their motivation is, and I don't build trust, authentic trust, this transactional relationship will probably not work longer term. So I have to move from that transactional relationship to the authentic one very rapidly and build trust.